think we remember what Paul said in 2 Corinthians chapter 12, verse 9. He said, I boast in my weakness. It's basically like he's saying, I applaud it. I get excited when I have this margin, this gap in my life where I cannot, in my own skill, my own talent, my own ability, my own money, my own connections, my own education, I cannot figure out how I'm going to make it from point A to point B. Instead of getting nervous about that or worried about it or discouraged by it, Paul says basically now every time I see that gap happening, that gap widening between my ability and what it is that I'm supposed to accomplish, he says now I just get excited about it. I get thrilled because that means God is making room for himself. And so I feel like one of the main ways that we can begin to relish in our humanness and God's work in our humanness is to see every single opportunity where we realize we are not enough, to see every single opportunity as a chance for God to step into our circumstances and demonstrate who he really is. And listen, that's what the world really needs to see. They don't need a whole bunch of Christians who are just talking a good game about how great our God is. They need to see somebody's life that demonstrates that God is indeed great. Because we once were lost, but now we're found. We once were blind, but now we can see. We couldn't accomplish this. Our marriage was hanging on by a thread, but God stepped in, and now the two of us are not still just married. We're happily married.